About a week ago, I did a video answering some of Foodie's questions about swimming. I got some really good comments from you guys, and it looks like she's getting closer and closer to the pool, so I thought I'd do a part 2. Before we get started, I wanted to share some of my favorite comments from part 1. This one is from Busy Lizzie. My husband, adult son, sister, brother-in-law, and I go swimming every week. We aqua jog and do weights in the pool. Not only is it great exercise, it's such good fun. We have a lady who goes, and she is probably as big as Shantal and has a bad leg. Nobody mocks her, in fact, quite the opposite. Everyone applauds her for doing something to better herself. My sister has very bad arthritis and sciatica, and the pool gives her the freedom to move. So now, let's hear what Shantal has to say about her plans for swimming.
I do hope to do more. I don't even want to say, I wasn't going to say it because I don't know. Like, I don't want to disappoint people, but I do want to go back to trying to do a vlog of, like almost daily or whatever, of trying to improve my fitness. People mock me for the six-pack thing and everything, and I don't know, maybe I'll be like the next huge bodybuilder. I'm going to do swimming vlogs, inshallah, if it works out. We have a pool, I might swim, okay? We'll see how it goes. The only thing I'm like legit scared of is like the ladder to get out. Like I could get in by swinging my legs around and getting in the pool on the shallow end. But
For the next segment, I'll be referencing this blog post from Baylor Scott and White Health. Dr. Rick Schultz is an orthopedic surgeon at Baylor, and he explains this very well. See, Shantal is carrying around about 400 pounds of weight, and according to Dr. Schultz, the huge benefit of swimming is that you pretty much remove gravity from the equation. This can be a great advantage, especially if you're debilitated or injured. This is why most physicians often suggest swimming to people who are overweight. It's so much easier on the joints than anything you can do on land. Dr. Schultz brings up a really good point about easing into things. When we enter the water, we can pick and choose how much gravity we want to remove. For example, you can enter the shallow end and little by little you enter the water, starting with just your knees, and then maybe waist height, and then chest height. This will help as you begin to swing your arms and walk without the fear of falling or hurting yourself. This is really good advice for anybody considering getting into the pool for exercise. Along those lines, here are some ideas from Dr. Schultz about how to get started with water exercise. Walk back and forth along the shallow end, move a little bit more every day, look into water aerobics classes or group classes, use fins, noodles, or paddles to tailor resistance, and swimming underwater to improve cardio and muscle strength could be your ultimate goal. On a personal note, I swim 3 times a week, and this is what I do in a 25-meter pool. I warm up with 50 meters of water walking, and then I do 25 meters backstroke, and then backstroke on the way back for all of this. And then I do 25 meters side stroke, right and then left, and then I do 25 meters backstroke and 25 meters freestyle. If I get tired anywhere in between this, I'll just do a little bit more water walking. I'm at a point now where 4 to 5 sets will take me about an hour, and that's just right. I finish up with 10 to 15 minutes in the hot tub, and then I shower and go home. Dr. Schultz finishes up the blog post with, "Don't start with, well, I'll never be able to swim a mile. Enjoy being in the water. That's just as valid and just as worthwhile. You don't have to have an aerobics instructor. You don't have to swim laps. You can do all kinds of things. Most of all, to get the most out of your water exercise, start slow and just try to move a little more each day." I think this is great advice for anybody starting out in the pool. This brings me back around to another great comment, this one by B. Marie. "I've been doing water aerobics for almost 2 years and I love it. It helps with my pain in my joints. I think anyone should try it. You gave her a good option on what to wear. You always do good research." So now let's hear from Foodie about what she plans on wearing to the pool.
what I'm going to wear actually is some leggings and an undershirt and like a flowy shirt, not an abaya. So I have to swim fully clothed, but that's okay. Yeah, public pools, man.
So if you caught part 1 of this series, then you know that my suggestion to Foodie is to have a burkini made. It's 4 different pieces and she could wear her own leggings, so she really just needs a custom-made longer top to go to about mid-thigh. And that brings me around to another really great comment, this one from Cherry Mehta. I've visited the Middle East many times. They are famous for their tailoring. The tailors are Indian men and they're excellent. They're cheap too. There are also many tailor shops around. Female tourists go to the tailors and get outfits made, and the men have silk suits made. So see, Shantal, this is something that's very common in the Middle East. You should give it a try. It's going to be worlds apart from swimming in your clothes that you already have. I'll finish up with a bit of advice for absolutely anybody who has any interest in swimming at all. Just do it. Don't worry about what you look like in your bathing suit and just go to work on yourself. Nobody's paying attention to you, I promise. They may look at you, sure, but then they'll look away and go back to their own thing. I really think that one of Shantal's biggest issues is that she has nothing to fill her day. Going swimming would entail going to the actual pool, swimming, getting out, showering, and then she'll be exhausted. This could actually really help reset her circadian rhythm. As for the fear of the ladder, she can't really worry about that. She's hauling around about 400 pounds, and that's the same as going up and down stairs when you think about it. Drop me a line in the comments and let me know what you think. I'd love to hear from you.